Hello, welcome to Let's Talk About Finance on FITNESSaTV Finance. This is Fitnessa. I will be using a text-to-speech software for my AI voice until I synthesize my voice. FITNESSaTV Finance's mission is to educate fitness professionals and much alike about stocks analysis. This is where I share discussions of stocks that I analyze for possible investing purposes with the advisement of my husband. Here I try to bridge the gap, conversationally at least. This series is for educational purposes, nothing more. He has experience looking at data and researching companies. Equity research is his hobby. You never know the next big company to take off, he says. He likes to say it's more of an art than a science. It's hard enough to maintain clients, let alone talk about your financial future. I eventually plan to come out with a site composed of both fitness, finance, and lifestyle ideas. I will try to make finance as easy as I can, learning what I learned and trying to teach you. I forgot to mention that I also want to eventually use this as a way for community discussions about finance and eventually have an expert-moderated discussion about future financial opportunities. Thank you for taking the time to view the promo. Hopefully you will learn, understand, and/or enjoy the video. Okay, I start by making a choice on what stock I want to research based on news. Since I am in the fitness industry, I Googled fitness technology. There are many articles that have many companies that offer many products. However, based on industry knowledge, I know of Garmin. Although I just know Garmin for watches, Garmin makes an assortment of tech in the fitness industry I didn't know. Garmin sports and fitness solutions include fitness watches, GPS smartwatches, indoor trainers, golf rangefinders, bike computers, and more. Garmin has a ticker symbol GRMN, which is its abbreviated name. Okay, once the stock has been selected, I shall review the financials and download the publicly available data for analysis. I bought Garmin some time ago when the stock was 100s. Now it's 200. I made a short video about it. Please check it out. It was my first stock I invested in. I was scared but thrilled at the same time. I plan to hold the investment for future growth. Essentially a retirement asset. An asset to me is something that I can hold and the value can either go up or down based on what others think of it. It's like owning fitness equipment and taking the equipment to the pawn store to get priced. The pawn store employee will either offer me more or less for the equipment based on how they view they can sell it. One would say the pawn store owner could tell you a misguided price. How do you know the value of the equipment? Good question. We can compare the value to what equipment is trending now. If dumbbells are selling between $70 to $100 and the pawn store offers me $20, I know he is undervaluing my equipment. If he offers me $130, then I know he is overvaluing my asset, thus I will sell. My philosophy is the same with stock, except I want to purchase undervalued stocks and never sell them. That's my philosophy. Sorry if it's confusing. Okay, enough. Now the company's financials. The company has a ticker symbol GRMN. Think of the ticker symbol as an abbreviated name. NYSE, or New York Stock Exchange as it's called, is basically the place where you can acquire the stock. So look at the exchange from my prior example as the pawn store owner, nothing more or less. They make the exchange money for asset, asset for money. I use Yahoo Finance to analyze the financials. I used to use Yahoo Finance to download data. However, the data is unavailable currently, so I use spooku.com to download data. I know this is a lot, that's why it's a hobby. Okay, now the financials. The company reported $6,296,903,000 in revenue for 2024, above the amount posted a year ago. The company reported $3,828,295,000 in working capital for 2024, above the amount posted a year ago. The company reported the company issues cash dividends for 2024. Basic earnings per share of $7.91, beating last year. Lastly, the shares issued decreased by 194,901,000 to 195,880,000 /195,880,000 equals 1% from a year ago. Less supply means higher prices if demand is keep growing and constant. It is an economic principle. The key idea is that if the trend is upward diagonal, then the stock is trending up by my math in Excel. Secondly, if the current stock price is below the trend, the stock is undervalued, so I will add it in my portfolio of interested stocks. Thirdly, If the stock is above the trend line, then I will make note to look at the stock late for future undervalued opportunities. For nerdy purposes, no issues with nerds. I love nerds. The trend in economic terms is the general direction in which the economy is moving over a period of time, often studied by analyzing the impact of factors like GDP and unemployment rate on fertility rates. Done reviewing the financials, to spookyou.com to download the data. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now, open Excel. Filter through the data to see if you have all the data. Next, add the trend line. Once all the columns are in line, you have to order the columns based on the desired outcome we want to compare. We want to compare the price we calculate to the price that the exchange has provided to see if it is above or below the trend. Remember, we want the undervalued stocks that have an upward trend. Not all stocks have an upward trend. Later, I will show you examples of negative trending stocks. However, not today. Okay, next is the regression analysis. The regression is used to analyze the effect of one variable on another. For example, if you were to add some protein to your workout, there would be an effect to the overall performance of yourself. Thus, we want to see how the buying and selling of the stock affects price. The buying and selling is noted by up and down flow of volume, very similar to the volume of people in the attending the gym. Okay, let's work on the graph. Okay, let's see. Remember I told you I purchased the stock at $100. Let's see. Okay, let's see. The stock is trending upward. The current price is below the trend, thus I will put the stock in my simulation so that I can maybe purchase the stock in the future. I plan to be more concise in the future with the analysis. Try to make the videos between 3 to 5 minutes. However, this is the introduction. Thank you for taking the time to view.